What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips for your Instagram story. One thing about me, I love Instagram and I put so much time and effort into it, and a lot of people notice that and have asked me for tips, and some people have even asked me to manage their social media. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that, but hopefully this video will be of help to everyone. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so with a tiny bit of effort and creativity, you can make your Instagram story be so much cuter. And I'm just going to be sharing a couple of tips. So for the first tip, I really encourage everyone to find their brand colors. If you look at my Instagram, my personal page, you can see I have a ton of shades of pink. I have purples, just colors that I like my feed to have. And those are going to be coming in really handy when you are posting on your story if you want to stay consistent and people to recognize your work. So find your brand colors. For me, that would be pink. So here we go. We see it here. I'm getting DMs because this is literally my page that I'm showing you guys. So don't mind the notifications. But yeah, tip one, find your brand colors and make sure that you have those saved onto your story. For tip number two, we're going to be using what we have. So Instagram fonts, colors, and stickers. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to customize your colors. So if your brand color is not on the palette that Instagram provides, don't worry because we can customize those. So I'm just going to go in to the story and show you guys how to do this. So let's pick a picture. Let's pick a selfie that I just took. Okay, and then we're going to draw something on it with the pencil. Let's say one of your brand colors is pink, but it's not this pink that we have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to press down on it, and it's going to show you all of the colors. So you can go up in range, you can go down, make it red, make it deep pink. Let's just pick this one right here. And then you're just going to do whatever. So this is how you customize a color. If you don't like the blue that they have here, which is pretty basic, you can go here. Just pick whatever blue you like. Okay. So for tip number two, also using Instagram fonts, colors, and stickers. So if you go in here, if you just want to type, let's say, trying Instagram stories, and then you can mix up the fonts to make it look a little bit more interesting. So you can do, let's do the neon today. You can change the size here on the side, and then also making the fonts all caps. I really am a fan of that, making them all caps, because it just looks more uniform and clean with Yachty. So you see how that just gives it a little extra dimension if you just mix up the fonts. And you can make them, huge or small. So that's tip number two. All right, so tip number three is changing the background color for your Instagram story. So I'm gonna go into Wolf and Unicorn. And let's just say I really like this post that somebody, posted on their Instagram, and I want to share it to my story. So I'm going to hit this one right here, add post to story. But then I don't like the background. See how it looks two colors and it looks kind of messy? I want to make the background a solid color. So how do I do that? I'm just going to pick the pencil here, and let's just say I want to make it pink. So we're going to pick the color, and then we're just going to press down on the screen, and that's it. It changes the color of your background. Okay. Now, let's say I don't like this shade of pink. I want to do the shade of pink that's here at the top. I'm going to pick the color, and then I'm just going to pick this tool right here. I'm not really sure what that's called, but we're going to pick that and just hover over this color, and then do the same thing and press down, and now it's that shade. So it's literally that easy. So let's try it with the purple. Let's hover around the purple. And there you go. By the way, guys, follow Wolf and Unicorn Instagram, okay? All right, cool. All right, so for tip number 4, we're just going to copy and paste photos onto our story. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but if you share, let's say I want to share, a new post. Let's go here, add post to story, and then I want to share another picture on top of it. I saw people doing that, and I was like, how are people doing that? I didn't know, because you can't really share 2 pictures at the same time. So I'm just going to customize this a little bit to my liking. So I'm going to do the same thing we did earlier. Pick the pink, press down, and then I'm going to go actually out of the Instagram app and go into pictures and photos. Pick a photo that I like, copy the photo, and then go back to Instagram, to the story. You see, I didn't delete anything that we already did. And then we're just gonna go like we're gonna write something with a text and literally just paste it. So we could do this, make it look artsy. If you press the share, the photo that you're sharing, it's gonna come on top of it, and you can make it smaller. You can put it at an angle, and then we could put this one like this. And that just gives it a little extra dimension. And if it's a picture, I like to do this if I'm sharing a picture that has a slide, and one of the photos in the slide I really like. So I'll share the photo, and then I'll go back to my library and copy one of the photos in the slide and just paste it right here. So it gives a little preview to your entire post on your story. So for tip number 5, if we go, I'll show you my story right now. If you go into my story and you see these filters that people use, and you say, oh my God, I really like that. I don't know how they did that. So these are Instagram generated filters that you can actually save onto your camera. So I'm a big fan. This is one of them. So if you see somebody that posted a photo and it has one of these filters, you'll notice that at the top it says it right here. It says Moody Tones by Ty Furtado. So if you see someone post that and you like the filter, you can literally just tap it, and then obviously it's already saved in my camera, but you'll see the name of the filter. You can save it onto your camera. You could just try it for the moment, or you can send it to one of your friends and say, hey, I really like this filter, or I thought this filter, went well with your brand. So I'll show you guys all the filters I have saved. And it just saves it right here in your camera. So you can go right here, take a picture with it. It's right there on your camera. So this is more of like spur of the moment. If you're taking a photo, if you're, not thinking about your story so much about, posts that you wanted to do beforehand, but this is more of like right in the moment. I want to take a picture and I don't want it to look so basic. You do right here. You can just, I like this one, glitter on white, and just literally take a picture. And then it has the filter on it. I really like this. This is like one of my favorite tips, especially because, when you're posting on your story and it's not so calculated, you want it to give it a little extra, care and make it look nice, but that just helps, make it look like you actually tried. So for tip number 6, I'm actually going to be going a little bit in depth into, sharing somebody's post and tagging them. But if you don't want the tag to be visible, you can hide that. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to go back into Wolf and Unicorn and say, hey, I really like this post. Let me go ahead and share it. So we're going to share it on my story. Let's just change the color just to keep it on brand. So I'm going to put the pink because that's my brand color. And then let's say I want to tag Eric Adams, but I don't want, his name to pop up because it messes up with my aesthetic. You can always tag people and make it part of the aesthetic, which I tend to do. But if you don't want the tag to be visible, that's also fine. And I'm going to show you how to hide it. So let's see. His Instagram is BP. Okay. So we're going to make his Instagram tag the same color as the background, and it's going to blend in. So it's going to tag the person, give them a notification that you tagged them in your post, but your post itself is going to be, crisp and clean with nothing else but the picture. So we're just going to make the tag the same color. And then we're just going to drag it in and just put the picture, center it, and that's it. So the person in the photo will get a tag that you're sharing their post, and your story will not have like extra lettering, which some people don't like that. If you want to share, you know, the Instagram name and a little bit of the caption of the post that you're sharing, you can simply just tap to share and it shows you right here. So this is going to show up in my story saying I'm sharing with a unicorn, and then people can read a little bit of the caption of the post, the original post. So it all depends on, you know, your style, and if you want people to see that. If you want to maintain just like a crisp, clean story, then you can just do that, hide the tag. But if not, if you want to show a little love to the person and say, hey, here, read a preview of their caption, and this is why I'm sharing it, you can do that. You can also do, let me show you how to do some arrows. So Instagram actually just added this feature, and if you see at the top here, you can click the arrow, and let's just make it purple so it can all be the same, and you literally just slide and it makes an arrow. So you can just say, hey, I'm sharing this, go check it out. It's legit that easy. All right, so for tip number 7, I'm actually gonna go out of Instagram and show you an app that I use to do some of my templates. So if you look at my Instagram highlights here, let's see, I have one for music that I share. If you look at the photos that I share, you're gonna see, let me find one. Wow, I have a lot of okay. So here we go. So we have, you know, a screenshot that I took of the song that I was listening to, but there's also a background. And then I put, you know, I wrote something on it. For example, for this one too, you see there's a photo, you can see the picture in a different size, and I added the time. I really like to do these because sometimes if you post a screenshot of just, you know, the song that you're listening to, it may blow up on your story and, you know, not show the entire thing, or just look weird because it's a screenshot. So I like to make these templates just to show what song I'm listening to, and I also like to add the song itself sometimes to this post, so when people are watching my story, they see this and they actually hear what song I'm listening to. So for these kind of posts, I like to use the Canva app, and they actually have a Canva Stories. So I actually downloaded it here. And this is a free app that you guys that you can use, so there you go. They have the layouts that you can kind of just, you know, upload your pictures on. They have templates that you can use if you're not extremely creative. I like to use just layouts. Sometimes I like to do just a blank one and kind of play around with it and get creative. It's something that I like to do for fun, but if you don't like to do that, if you just want to use one template and keep it uniform and just make it look a little bit, you know, better, you can just totally go into here. They have so many templates, and you can just go. I'll show you one here. So this is a template that they provide. You can just tap the photo, and then it's going to go into your library, and you're going to pick a picture of yourself. And then done. You can add text, you can add illustrations, or you could just download it and use the text and the stickers that Instagram has. So we're going to do next, download this. So it saves it to your camera roll. Then we go on Instagram, go on your story, and we're going to post that. So see how it's a template? You can add, you know, text, chilling at home. You can make it a background. You can add a sticker, let's say flower sticker. Just add it here. Let's just make it a little bit so I'm like crazy about brand colorings and making everything match. So here, you know, the flower has a little bit of yellow. You can put yellow. If you want to put lilac, you can customize the purple here. Make it a little bit like that, and then that's it. It's just ready to post. So you could do these for selfies. You could do them for posts to promote anything that you have going on. You could just do them for your templates for music like I like to do. The options are really, it's up to you. But I like to use them for my Instagram highlights. So if you guys want a video on how to make your Instagram highlights, I can also do that. So let me know in the comments. As you can see, it's all branded colors. It's all stuff that kind of defines me and what I do, and what I like to do to have fun. And if people go into my Instagram for the first time and they don't look through my entire timeline, they could just go through my highlights and see, what I'm about. Same thing for Woofy Unicorn. I have the colors here, the brand colors, and people can just go back and see, our previous podcast episodes or our events. So if you guys want a video on how to make your Instagram highlights be on brand and how to create them, please let me know. I'm so happy to do a video of that for you. All right, guys, so I have a bonus tip, and that is to just remember to have fun with your stories. Creating a brand is less about what you want people to see and take away, and more of just giving them a little insight into you and what makes your brand unique. So just don't take it too seriously, or it's just going to come off as too try hard. So for my Instagram stories, I like to, do the templates and do all the stuff. But if I want to post a selfie, like I want to post a selfie yesterday, I post it. I just add a little text. If you want to just post, the drink that you're having, you can do that too. It's fine. Don't think that it's, it looks too basic or it's too this. If you want to post something right on the fly, go right ahead. That's fine. It's your story. You can do whatever you want. So, when you're creating it, you can draw with the pencil, you can add music, like I said, you can use stickers, you can use GIFs or GIFs, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's your page, so you should just post not only, what reflects your brand, but also just be yourself and be human, because at the end of the day, it's your story and your followers are following, because they like to see what you're posting. So that's it. Alright guys, that is all for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love Instagram so much and I have so much fun with my stories. So I hope this is a little helpful to all of you who are trying to explore your brand a little bit more, or just, make your stories look a little bit more poppin'. Two things. Make sure that you subscribe, please. And also just make sure to have fun with your story, okay? All these rules and everything go out the window when you're just trying too hard and not having fun with it. So make sure that, of course, that you're sharing your brand and doing everything that you want to do to make it look better, but that ultimately it's fun and it's enjoyable and it's you. That's it. See you next time, guys. Bye.